Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Knitting with me. I'm Nancy, and I'm here at the Stitchin Post with Val. And today is a beautiful day. It feels like summer again outside. Skies are clear. I hope where you are is lovely as well. I want to show our newest yarn from Berroco that came in about a week ago, and it's called Ultra Wool. So it's a beautiful super wash. It is $13 for 219 yards. It is a full worsted weight. It's new to us, and I like the bounce to it. Bounce is a good word, and the springiness. It just feels good, at least to me, in your hand. For those who know me, I'm not a lover of super washes. Sometimes I feel they're slippery, and they don't, to me, feel like wool, like they don't wear as nice, and they get droopy because of the chemical that is on them to make a superwash. It tends to relax the yarn, which some people love. The feel of it. So I really like the feel of this. It feels like wool to me. It's a nice hand. I want to show you some patterns from Berroco that we have. We have 3 books. I have that one I'm going to show, but Val can scan over. Berroco started coming out with these portfolio books, and they're different designers using their yarns. And it's not the latest one, but one that did come out, which is book number 4, is all ultra wool, every pattern. And I'm going to have Val come over and show a few of these patterns, mainly to show the stitch definition. It's just really pretty. And I love making sweaters. This is a vest. I think I have to make this one just because I like the style. It's kind of classic here. Hats. So it's your fall book. I love the pictures. It reminds me of New England, of it. But there's a number of patterns, a shawl in here, really pretty concepts. Another hat and mittens on it, cardigan. One of my favorite sweaters. I love the construction of this. If you look here how the sleeves are attached, it is a raglan, little bit wider funnel neck. It does fold over, so it has a nice stand up there down the sleeves. Probably one of my favorite sweaters. Again, hats. I'm not much for a capelet type of cowl. It is beautiful. I'm not sure the wearability of some of these. You have to have, over a dress like this, I think it's beautiful. You have to have it, to me, a certain figure. I do not. Again, fall. So another beautiful sweater. Your boyfriend sweater coat. Socks. Again, good in a superwash, ultra wool sweater. So you get a lot of patterns here. I don't know if you're looking at, but you have over 15 different sweaters, hats, mittens, a shawl, cowl. You get a lot. The book retails for $19. It is available up on our website. Again, ultra wool. It's just a great yarn. We are going to be using it this coming month for stockings. We'll have those samples up within a week or so that we're using for the holidays. It's a church mouse pattern. We're going to use ultra alpaca or ultra wool. Both are good options, solid worsted weight. I wanted to, stuff with COVID, the election, weather, fires, everything. I think some of us are a little cloudy in our visions right now, at least I am, all over the place. Val's raising her hand. I don't know how you all are feeling, but I sat down to knit some samples for today. I wanted to show some seaming, and I just couldn't knit. Monday I sat with women to do my daughter's show. I couldn't knit. There's too much on my mind, and I'm sure others feel the same way. So I decided to go in and be creative in a different way, and that was sewing. And I've always loved sewing. I'm not the traditional quilter, but I'm getting involved in art quilts. I love hand stitching. And back east, I had some friends who started doing sashiko stitching, and I know I'm going to say it wrong, Alabama Shannon, and she's out of Alabama, and they started doing her stitching. And one woman in particular, Karen Stevens. Karen, I hope you're listening, or somebody back east who can tell her, and her ears are ringing. So we received this pattern that I am going to show. It's 850, and it is called the modern Japanese rice bag. And we have some samples here. I'm going to open up. Val's mother, Jean, made these. And again, one of Jean's signatures is adding different fabrics together and little things. But the hand stitching on here and the really cute detail that was put on. And it inspired, I think, everybody here to do these. And then this one using more of a canvas fabric as opposed to denim. They are lined. And they're really fun bags. And we've been selling out. Hold on, I want to tell this really quick story because we have been making kits. Jackie has kitted these up, and they're selling like hotcakes. And I bought a pattern the first week, and I should have paid attention to where it says KZ Stevens because I know the name, but it didn't click. And a couple of weeks ago, the phone rang, and they're looking for the woman here purchasing a net, and says, "Who's calling? I'll go get her." Karen Stevens. And I went, "Okay." And then she goes, "Nancy?" And I went, "Yes." She goes, "You know who this is, don't you?" And I went, "Yeah, you just told me. It's Karen Stevens." And suddenly it dawned on me that it's a woman I know from back east, from my store, who does hand stitching, does beautiful sweaters, is an amazing artist with their children. And these are her patterns. So I was so excited when I heard that I decided in my angst of not being able to knit, I was going to finish my bag. And so this is one of the fabrics we had, and I added little patches and hand stitching just because hand stitching relaxes me and gives me, some peace, I should say, and lined. And I had a blast doing it. For me, this is going to be a knitting bag. I want to think that that's why she did it, is for knitting. The next pattern that came in is a handle gusset tote. Again, it's available for $8.50 the pattern. And I love how they're in these little bags, but you open it up and they're beautifully done patterns. Beautifully written. Instructions are easy to read. Even I can follow them. It says a lot on it. And again, Jean did this bag, and I can't wait to make one of these. Because can't you, Yarnies, can't you just see this filled with beautiful yarn? I mean, come on. I love it. It is just so stinking cute. And the hand stitching. And I love the lining in it. Pockets. Everything. It's just a great pattern. And I love how when you do hold the handles, it closes in the top. So what a great design. Karen, thank you. It's just fabulous. So I wanted to come back to some threads that we carry. The Trailhead Tensile yarn is just beautiful, and you get 15, as they say, curated colorways to bring your next project to life. It's 15 30-yard skeins of 100% Tensile. It's $65 a jar, but remember you're getting 15 skeins, so it's like $4 a skein of hand-dyed Tensile. So actually, to me, it's a great value. I, of course, had to buy it. Right? And you're using it for stitching in here. And I know, I'm trying to think of which one I used it on. And you can't see it, though, but I think it's in here. One of the colorways I have at home. It's just a beautiful product. We love Trailheads. And then we have the traditional Sashiko threads available, and we're constantly changing up colorways. This is pretty much currently what we have. Normally we have a navy that came in with it, but your traditional white, black, and the red. We have coasters available for Sashiko needles. We have plenty of needles. All of Sue Spargo's needles we carry, and all of her threads. So if you're not familiar with those threads, which I've also used here, I used a number 8 thread, which would take a number 3 millimeter needle. I believe this is also an 8, so I used a 3 millimeter. As you go down in size, meaning a size 5 thread is actually thicker than the 8, and size 3 is the thickest we have. We also have her wool acrylic, and we have her razzle and her razzle dazzle thread, which is also a rayon thread with sparkles. So I wanted to tell people, get creative, have some fun. Again, experiment. I love these patterns because you get to play. Play with putting yarn on there. Use your extra yarn to embellish bags and enjoy the process. Try out Ultra Wool. I think you'll really like it. Again, I love the book. I think you'll enjoy that. Most of you know I love Berroco yarns. It's a great company. We're doing a lot with them right now. So I think you'll enjoy it. I've seen the sales go, so I know you do. We're going to feature some... Next week, we're starting to feature Christmas. And also, we're going to come up with some new hat kits that we have. They're just going up online now, which is from Ba Yarn. And it's a very thick merino, chunky, so really fun to knit with, 2-color hats. Stay tuned, come back. All my videos are now up on YouTube, so you can go back. I keep trying to edit and make so you can see what they're about. Have a great day, everyone, and stay well. Bye.